It's the reigning NFC champs and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47th. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Ward. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Mahomes to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker. Give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
This will be caught at Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel,
his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown ground.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Throwing on first down is Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Marlon Mack, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colt, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Give him 8 on the play.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Done a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We're back now in KC. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Nick Bolton, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's Ward. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Now Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Lance and the Niners down 21-10, 40 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
On first down, Lance.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looks like a missed assignment. You think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
To throw is Mahomes.
They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time.